awning to thee, friend. Art of this house?
Aye.
Where may we set our horses?
In the mire.
Prithee, if thou lovest me, tell me.
I love thee not.
Why then, I care not for thee.
If I had thee in Lipsbury Pinfold, I would make thee care for me.
Why dost thou use thus? I know thee not.
Fellow, I know thee.
What dost thou know me for?
A knave, a rascal, an eater of broken meats, a base, proud, shallow, beggarly, three-suited, 100-pound, filthy, worsted, stalking knave, a lily-livered, action-taking whoreson, glass-gazing, super-serviceable, fickle rogue, one trunk inheriting slave, one that wouldst be a bawd in way of good service, and art nothing but the composition of a knave, beggar, coward, pander, and the son and heir of a mongrel bitch, one whom I will beat into clamorous whining if thou deniest the least syllable of thy addition.
Why, what a monstrous fellow art thou, thus to rail on one that is neither known of thee or knows thee?
What a brazen-faced varlet art thou to deny thou knowest me? Is it 2 days since I tripped up thy heels and beat thee before the king? Draw, you rogue, though it be night, yet the moon shines. I'll make a sop of the moon out of you, you whore, son, colony barmonger. Draw!
Away, I have nothing to do with thee.
Draw, you rascal! You come with letters against the king and take Vanity, the puppet's part, against the royal of her father. Draw, you rogue, or I'll so carbonado your shanks. Draw, you rascal, come your ways.
Help, ho, murder! Help!
Strike, you slave. Stand, rogue. Stand, you neat slave. Strike!
Ah! Help, ho, murder! Help!
How now? What's the matter there? Part!
With you, goodman boy, if you please. Come, I'll flesh ye. Come on, young master.
Weapons, arms, what's the matter here?
Keep peace upon your lives. He dies that strikes again. What's the matter?
The messenger from our sister and the king.
What is your difference? Speak. I am scarce in breath, my lord.
No, Marvel, you have so bestirred your valor. You cowardly rascal, nature disclaims thee. A tailor made thee.
Thou art a strange fellow. A tailor make a man?
A tailor, sir. A stonecutter or a painter could not have made him so ill, though they had been but 2 years of the trade.
Speak yet. How grew your quarrel? Oh, this ancient ruffian, sir, whose life I have spared outsuit of his grey beard.
Thou whoreson Zed, thou unnecessary letter, my lord, if you will give me leave, I will tread this unbolted villain into Motar, and dub the walls of a jakes with him. Spare my grey beard, you wagtail.
Peace, sirrah! You beastly knave, know you no reverence?
Yes, sir, but anger hath a privilege.
Why art thou angry?
That such a slave as this should wear a sword, who wears no honesty. Such smiling rogues as these, like rats, oft bite the holy cords atwain, which are too entriced to unloose, smooth every passion, that in the natures of their lords rebel, being oil to fire, snow to the colder moods, renage affirm, and turn their halcyon beaks with every gale, and vary of their masters, knowing not, like dogs, but following. A plague upon your epileptic visage, smile you my speeches, as I a fool? Goose, if I had you upon Sarum Plain, I'd drive ye cackling home to Camelot.
What? Art thou mad, old fellow?
How to fell you out? Say that.
No contraries hold more antipathy than I, and such a knave.
Why dost thou call him knave? What is his fault?
His countenance likes me not.
Nor more perchance does mine, nor his or hers.
Sir, 'tis my occupation to be plain. I have seen better faces in my time than stands on any shoulder that I see before me at this instance.
This is some fellow who, having been praised for bluntness, doth affect a saucy roughness, and constrains the garb quite from his nature. He cannot flatter. He an honest mind and plain. He must speak truth, and they will take it. So if not, he's plain. These kind of knaves I know, which in this plainness harbor more craft and more corrupter ends than 20 silly ducking observants that stretch their duties nicely.
Sir, in good faith and sincere verity, under the allowance of your great aspect, whose influence, like the wreath of radiant fire and flickering Phoebus's front,
What means by this?
go out of my dialect, which you discommend so much. I know, sir, I am no flatterer, that he beguiled you in a plain accent, was a plain knave, which, for my part, I will not be, though I should win your displeasure to entreat me to it.
What was the offense you gave him?
I never gave him any. It pleased the king, his master, very late to strike at me, upon his misstruction, when he, compact and flattering his displeasure, tripped me behind, being down, insulted, railed, and put upon him such a deal of a man, that worthied him, got praises of the king, for him attempting, who was self-subdued, and the fleshment of this dead exploit drew me on here again.
None of these rogues and cowards, but Ajax is their fool.
The stocks! You stubborn ancient knave! You reverend braggart! Will teach you!
Sir, I am too old to learn. Call not your stocks for me. I serve the king, on whose employment I was sent to you. You shall do small respect, show too bold malice against the grace and person of my master, stalking his messenger.
Fetch forth the stocks, as I have life and honor. There shall he sit till noon. This is a fellow of the self same color. Our sister speaks of, come bring away the stocks.
Beseech your grace not to do so. His fault is much that the good king's master will check him for it. Your purpose no correction is such beset and condemn Saint Wretcher for pills rings and most common trespasser. I want punished with the king his master needs must take that will he slow slightly value his messenger should have him thus restrained.
I'll answer that.
My sister may receive it much worse more than have her gentleman abused, assaulted for following her affairs, put in his legs. Come, my good lord, away.
I am sorry for thee, friend. 'Tis the Duke's pleasure, whose disappointment all the world, for those who know, will know rubbin and stopped. I entreat thee.
Pray do not, sir. I have watched and travelled hard. Sometime I shall sleep out, the rest I shall whistle. A good man's fortune may grow out at heels. Give you good morrow.
The Duke's to blame in this. 'Twill be taken.
Good king, that must approve the common saw. Thou art of heaven's benediction, comest to the warm sun. Approach, thou beacon, to this underglobe, that by thy comfortable beams I may pursue this letter. Nothing almost sees miracles, but misery. I know 'tis from Cordelia, who hath most fortunately been informed of my obscure course, and shall find time from this enormous stork seeking to give losses their remedies. All weary and overwatched, take vantage, heavy eyes, not to behold this shameful lodging. Fortune, good night. I smile once more. Turn thy wheel.